Okay, let's talk. Y'all, I put up a post on my Facebook and Instagram yesterday, and I'm going to read it to you, okay? It says, breaking news. Taraji P. Henson is considering leaving America because she's tired of the pressures of being black. The 51-year-old actress who has a 28-year-old son, Marcel, with the late William Lamar Johnson, is really considering finding somewhere else to live because the political and social climate in the U.S. has left her feeling exhausted. Speaking on the People Everyday podcast, she admitted, I'm really considering getting up out of here, leaving and living in another country. Come on to Africa, sis, I said. Follow at Mamas in Rwanda. If you feel like her, go to getthefuckoutofamerica.com and join the next group trip. Now look, I don't understand why we got some people mad that she leaving. And the name of this message today is, let my people go. Let my people go. Why are you mad that this woman want to leave? To me, forget where I am, forget going to Africa, forget all of that right now. It just sounds weird to me when somebody gets mad that another grown person is doing something they want to do, like leaving somewhere. If this is what this grown woman wants to do and she want to leave, why are you mad she leaving? Is it going to affect your life? You see what I'm saying? This is so weird to me. And that's why we have to go to the root, because it's a strange behavior that black people have. We want to keep tabs on each other that hard. We want to shame other black people into staying in the USA, the America KKK, and you want to go deflecting where you gonna run into problems over there is global white supremacy everywhere. Oh my God, y'all done said everything. Global racism is everywhere. Okay. But what about that lesser of two evils though? Everybody ain't Sandra Bland and Trayvon Martin and, you know what I mean, Breonna Taylor and Philando Castile. And what are you talking about? We got other options. Don't try to sit up here and act like we can't just weigh out our options. And let's not act like there are not other places that are better than the U.S. Have you not traveled? Now, I'm an ex-flight attendant. Now, I want to be fair. I have traveled, and I realized that we don't travel. It's a plantation spirit. A lot of us haven't left the plantation, and let me just get right to the meat. A lot of people have plantations in their jobs, mindsets. You're not open anyway. So you've got this slave mentality where you want to keep tabs on people from doing any more than you. Okay, so let's just let that be said. That's really what I'm seeing. And the other thing is, if where you are in America KKK is so great, why are you mad that she's leaving if what she's doing and what we're doing is stupid? Well, just let us be stupid. Let us be stupid then. And you go and barbecue and celebrate Juneteenth and, twerk and do whatever you want to do. But for me, yeah, there are more healthier climates. And I will take my lesser of two evils. Y'all wanted to vote for Biden. Right, y'all wanted to vote for Biden and talking about lesser of two evils, and y'all wanted to be bipolar with Kamala Harris and bipolar and a sisterhood and say you love the kids and now you mad you can't kill the kids. I'm not listening to the average Negro anyway. And if you got any sense, if you among the brilliant, and as I've always said, there are three types of black people in my book. You've got the brilliant, the basic, and the brain dead. And the basic and brain dead make up about 90%. And the brilliant are about 5 to 10. I'm not a 5%er, but those numbers are making sense. A lot of our people are already gone, don't think for themselves. You know what I mean? Infantile, beaten into submission, and you want to continue this unhealthy, toxic relationship, and you're telling us how we should experience our life. It just seems like you want to keep us in hell with you. You want to keep us in the insane asylum and talking about staying What are you talking about? I'm going to choose my battles. That's what I'm going to do. And anybody that's got two pieces of a brain put together, choose the path of least resistance. It's nothing noble about suffering. I'm so sorry. That slave narrative of being beat down and you just gonna love it out and tough it out. Because it's silly to think that you're going to fight anybody, okay? Let's just be honest. You're not going to fight. You can barely get along, Negroes, okay? You can barely get up on the floor and twerk. Most of our men, you know what I mean? They not ready to fight. The women not ready to support them to fight. We don't have communities, families, or the wherewithal to fight anything. So when they come rounding up people in FEMA camps and Civil War pops off and people have found other places of refuge, don't be mad. Don't be mad that some people don't want their son to be another statistic and a hashtag. She also mentioned that. Do I have to become another hashtag for y'all to give me the glory and say I fought the good fight? Is that what you want? It sounds like you want me to do a John Lewis. It sounds like y'all are the John Lewises that's saying that it's something noble about being beat down. That don't sound empowered to me. That sounds like people that have chosen their fate. And that's a pretty sad fate. If you don't have time off work, if you can't travel, if you don't have the wherewithal to travel and relocate, just say that. If you got hooks in you, if you don't have the PTO or whatever it is, and if your ancestors haven't spoke to you, and if the veil is still on your eyes, and I'm not Hebrew Israelite or none of that, but if you don't see that Babylon is falling, what are you really doing? Let me go to my Facebook. I posted something the other day too. Let me see. Yeah, I posted this. And go to my YouTube. I posted it in my Facebook stories, but it's in my YouTube as well. Yes, I'm finna read this. Yes, indeed. Because it's time for us to just start waking up to see where we are. And if you're gonna try to guilt trip me into staying in prison with you and deflect and say, oh, well, racism, no. Let's stop that. America's not the best place to live, okay? This is what I posted a day ago on my YouTube channel. It says, the American empire is over. I need you to begin to face that if you haven't already. A society on the downside of an empire is a very different place from a society on the upswing toward its empire peak. That's by Professor Richard Wolff. I'm going to read it one more time. The American empire is over. I need you to begin to face that if you haven't already. A society on the downside of an empire is a very different place from a society on the upswing toward its empire peak. Woo! Now if that don't preach, y'all still holding on to this relationship that America's the best and it's just that's fine. But if the people that want to leave believe otherwise, like Professor Richard Wolff and all the other people that's scholars and I guess got a little common sense, I don't know. If y'all want to be bipolar and voting and Biden and doing all this stuff, why can't we just, trade in our other presidents of different countries? Let's do that too, because there ain't no place perfect. Let me go to my Instagram. I'm gonna read one more comment. Ooh, this man made sense, and shout out to my black men that really have critical thinking skills. I adore y'all. Do you hear me? I really, really, really adore y'all. Like, y'all are everything to me. Let me go to this real quick. Okay. Because this brother made the most sense, because y'all all got in the comment section on Taraji, about her wanting to leave the U.S. And look, what did he say? I love him for this. He said, good for her. No place is perfect, but there are other alternatives. One cool _uncle. One cool _uncle. You my friend. You are my friend. We had a lot of positive comments. Some people said she can't run from white supremacy is global. I'm not touching that with y'all because they not Sandra Bland and they not they not gentrifying. They don't have this toxic mess going on in a sisterhood and a brotherhood. There are places where people actually want to have babies and marriage and really stand for heterosexual. Stop. I'm not even trying to go there with y'all today. I'll take a place where we're not trying to talk about pronouns and all this stuff. That sounds like the downside of an empire to me. It sounds like sexual access to children and black men not knowing who's a transformer or not. That sounds pretty out of control to me. I prefer different societies. I prefer for us to travel. Can we travel? Is it okay for us to travel? It's almost like we gotta ask for permission. I want to read one more comment. This is from Umaya Unisa from the Dr. John Henry Clark group on Facebook. It's a private group. Y'all probably want to check it out, but I posted this in there. And she said, Queen, do you and yours. Our ancestors from the 50s and 60s knew they would be treated according to their character rather than the nonsense of racism in other countries we're native to. F them. This country's lost. Love you, Queen. And now, fuck fighting. Go where you will find peace to live. It is God's will to live a beautiful life. Each and every one of his creation. This journey is about individual experience, not war. If y'all want to choose war, choose war. But I choose peace, I choose prosperity, and I choose to have options. But can we travel? Is that okay? Can we travel? I've never, ever seen such, an entitled attitude to really, it's triggered. It's giving triggered. It's giving triggered. You can't. If I can't go, you can't go. How dare you go? It's got to be something to it. Even if I was white, I would be like, man, it's got to be something to this Africa thing, because black people really get pissed off, and it's something special about this Africa. I mean, it's got to be where you from. It's something in you that, why are you fighting against the child? I don't have time to go back and forth with these black people talking about they're not African. I really don't. I know y'all hate me for it. Those of y'all that's indigenous and indigenous Indians, and that's fine. I love y'all still. Cool. But can we go to Africa? Can we? Is it okay? And you can stay here to your native lands and stay in your native lands, okay? We're gonna travel the globe if that's okay with you. Ooh, child. Anyway, y'all, I hope you got anything out of this. I hope you got something, anything for those that believe this and understand this. I want you to know that you're not alone. I want to give you permission to travel the globe. Don't listen to these broken Negroes, the Negroes that's happy here. They're happy. They don't have anything to say. But I think it's the Negroes that's not happy here, that really aren't happy here, that really are trying to guilt trip you into staying and doing the life that they want to do. Do you, Queen, do you, King. And go to getthefuckoutofamerica.com. Become a member of our travel group. We've got these trips starting to Ghana and Rwanda starting September, and we're going to host them throughout November. So that's September, October, November. If you have questions about being vaccinated and you still want to travel and you don't want to be vaccinated, all of that good stuff, join me on the info session tomorrow night, June 27th. And I'm going to be covering that, okay? So it's a lot of information. It's a very good value for people that want to travel in a like-minded black community. And you get a lot about how to navigate, how to set yourself up. And you need to take it from people that are on the continent, okay? So may you guys find the peace that you need wherever you are. And thank you so much for your support. I'm going to be addressing so many things in the coming days. So be sure to stay subscribed. Thank you guys for listening to me, and follow us at Mamas in Rwanda on Instagram and at Art Kathy Buys Land, because that's where I make all of my posts. And you feel free to send me a Facebook friend request, and if you want to get in touch with me personally about anything, artkathy@gmail. Talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and go to Get the Fuck Out of America and become a member of our Black Travel Group today.